My name is Klara and I'm a triple negative breast cancer warrior. Last week was supposed to be the 12th Taxol chemo for me. My final Taxol. And I was so excited that I had gone through 11 weeks of Taxol and some carbos, and I was going to have my 12th and final Taxol. Before the coronavirus, I was going to go to Eddie Rockets in Kilkenny with my mother, celebrate, also go to TK Maxx, do a little bit of a haul. But obviously, with the whole corona thing, that plan couldn't go ahead. And in the end, my 12th chemo didn't go ahead. So last Tuesday, I had my weekly blood test, and I just expected everything would go well because my chemo always goes ahead. I had been fine so far. A couple of hours later, I get a phone call from Kilkenny Hospital, and I expected it was just going to be a check to see if I had the coronavirus. I had been getting calls the last few weeks to ask me if I had any of the symptoms. Usual thing. It's great they're doing the checks, but they told me that my neutrophils level was too low and I couldn't have chemo. To say I was devastated would be an absolute understatement. I've no social life at the moment. Chemo is like my social life. I dress up for chemo. I treat it like an event, a positive event in my life, because I know that chemo is getting rid of the cancer in my body at the moment because I can barely feel my lumps now. And I like to have a bit of crack with the nurses and other patients. So it was really disappointing. I was also due to get my Zoladex implant put in last Wednesday. So I did ask the nurses if I could still go ahead and get that done. So Zoladex is something that freezes and protects my ovaries. It also puts me in hopefully a temporary early menopause. I get hot flushes. I have spoken about this before. I do enjoy them, although I expect with the warmer weather, I might not be saying that as much. I'm not getting chemo again until the 6th of May. I'm going to be going into the hospital on the 5th for my blood test there. And I'm going to be starting on something totally different. I'm going to be starting on AC. I read about AC in some Facebook groups. Some people call it the Red Devil because it's red in colour. I was really lucky on Taxol and Carbo. Virtually no side effects apart from me being bald. And steroids. Really high on the steroids. And chemo brain. I do have chemo brain. And aesthetically, I have another side effect. I feel like I have a different face. I have moon face. I think I might need to become better at contouring. I don't really contour my face much anyway, but I think I might have to start contouring my face. I don't recognize my face sometimes. I feel like I have a different jawline altogether. And I don't really have cheekbones anymore. When I was on Taxol, I did have to take steroids the night beforehand. And when I was on Taxol and Carbo, those weeks, I had to take steroids for 3 days afterwards. So I'd be super high those weeks. When I move on to AC, I won't have to take steroids the night beforehand, but I will have to take steroids for 3 days afterwards. And I think I'm going to be getting AC every second week. I think from next week, a nurse is going to come out to my house to show me how to inject myself with something called Neulasta, which is going to help with the production of neutrophils, a type of white blood cells in my body. I'm not that nervous about having to inject myself because I've done it before. I've stabbed myself with many needles when I did do the egg freezing process. I saw a video on Instagram where Brezzy, aka Niall Breslin from the Blizzards, was talking about giving out free ukuleles to people that are cocooning and free ukulele lessons on YouTube. So I'm cocooning and I'm a musical person and I really need something positive to focus on. So I applied, my ukulele came, and the lessons are going to be on from next Wednesday. In other news, I've been TikToking quite a lot and I've over 5,000 followers now, which is really bizarre. I'll be making videos here once a week, so I'll be back again next week. And if you have any comments, please do drop me a comment below. And thanks a million for watching.